What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, I need to talk to you guys about Terra Luna Classic. Terra Luna Classic is making some really big moves today, and we all need to kind of discuss exactly what's going on with this position, because it's not just, out of the blue that this is happening. We were seeing the crypto market flow in the wrong direction, but now we're starting to see kind of the crypto market come back, and Terra Luna Classic has been up this whole entire time. You could see other things in the markets that have been down, and then they suddenly started to turn up, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or BNB or whatever you're looking at. Nothing compares to what was going on and what is going on with Terra Luna Classic. So we need to discuss this, why this is happening in my mind, why I believe it's happening. Maybe discuss the future a little bit, discuss my crypto spreadsheet, as well as look at the staked amount and some other information within that. So if you could, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. One of those links being for my Patreon. If you guys want to go and subscribe to my Patreon, feel free to subscribe to it. We have multiple levels. We have a Discord level, profit hands level, expert profit hands level, and then a financially free level. And all of those levels will give you different things. I'm starting to really put a lot of energy into creating things for the Patreon, whether it's a different buy alert that I have, even during hours that are outside of normal upload times or normal stream times. If I find an opportunity that I see, I talk about it and give you a reason to look into it. Not saying that you need to buy it, but definitely look into it. So if you guys want to become a member or subscribe to the Patreon, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to that. Also, you get all of my spreadsheets there as well. So you'll see a spreadsheet today that you can get on there, especially when it comes to Terra Luna Classic. So anyways, we're here to talk about this position. Terra Luna Classic, which is currently up 23%, 23.5%. Absolutely crazy to see that it's up this much. Now, we expect it to run, right? We expect it to run when we start to see massive positive news, whether it's staking, whether it's 1.2% burn, whether it's an overhaul of the entire chain. We don't know what the information is going to come about or what's going to happen because of this information. But I'm glad that we see some positivity. And I thought with the staking being implemented that we would see positivity, and we were waiting to see how much was staked. And maybe we'll get to a certain point where we're over that average mark. If you don't know, average staking for a lot of positions are around 5 to 10% of their total supply. And unless they don't have that, if they have a lot out of their total supply, like say Bone has 3% of their total supply in circulation. So obviously you're not going to look at a massive amount that you're staking of the total supply. So let's say it's of the circulating supply. So 7 to 10% of that right now, or sorry, 5 to 10%. But what we're looking at with Terra Luna Classic is we're currently staking 7.16% of the circulating supply. So that's a really good thing to see us hovering within that average, and it's not below average. But if we can get above average, this will be really interesting, and we'll see a massive push of this position. So we're definitely approaching those levels, and it's only been, what, 3 days that we've been active when it comes to the staking. And a lot of people are looking to stake in different places. I can show you exactly where I'm staking once I go into Terra Station in a little bit. But it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for staking and for Terra Luna Classic. But if we go into Terra Station here, you're going to see that I'm staking 8 million, which I have 3,385. That's in staking rewards. I did end up taking out about 15,000 in staking rewards. So I'm gathering a little bit. It's not crazy, but I'm gathering a little bit. We did get some information about all nodes. All nodes is going to be burning, 5%. So that's a good thing. Orion Money is at 16%. You can see Interstellar. I can't speak at all. Is at 16%. Lunic DAO is at 12%. And the place that I staked with is Smart Stake. That's around 2%. I decided to stake with them because they are a lower tier validator and they have lower voting power. I do want to obviously bring up a lot of these lower end validators when it comes to voting power so that they have a little bit more of a say, and the top tier ones have a little bit less of a say. But it's good to see that a lot of people are staking. It's good to see that people believe in what's going on over here. I only have 8 million of my total 44 million that is staked because I plan on holding that 8 million for a longer period of time. And then the 40 or the 35 million or 36 million that I have over in my MetaMask will just sit there, and I'll be able to take profit as time goes on. Speaking of taking profit, right? Let's go into where are we going into? Speaking of taking profit, let's go into my spreadsheet here. So this is something that I think all of you guys can benefit from. And just understand that some of these numbers may seem absurd, and they probably are, right? $249 million is definitely absurd. $14 million is expectation, and $2.4 million is probably the reality. So if you guys want this spreadsheet, the link is over in the Patreon. So if you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon, definitely go ahead and check that out. But basically, it's very simple. You have the 44 million coins or whatever coins you have. You can take out whatever coins at whatever price you believe you want to sell at. But what I look at is these levels are probably the levels that I'm going to make moves at. So seeing it at 10 cents, I'm going to make moves all the way. I'm going to make moves at 10 cents, 5 cents, and at about 80% of a penny. And I should pocket there. Let's actually go here. I should pocket 1.2 million. It's probably going to be more like 1.1 because I will dial it down a little bit. But yeah, I will be able to pocket 1.2 or 1.1 million there. And that is sort of close to the reality. I believe reality is more around the 25-cent mark. But then expectation is anything around $1. So anything to $1, that's what I expect to gain, which would be $14 million. And then total, you would have obviously different levels. $5, you're still holding millions of coins. So you sell 1 million, that's $5 million. So obviously it's a bigger jump from there, but you can definitely benefit from this, just getting an understanding what your reality is, what your expectation is, and what you will hold after you hold $1 or after you sell at $1. So it's always interesting. I understand how it's difficult to hold $14 million and not just take the $14 million right there. But you're definitely leaving opportunity open or leaving the door open for you to gain so much more as time goes on. So again, this is over in the Patreon if you guys want to check it out. But again, we're up, 24% right now. And you can also see that the market cap is at $1.2 billion. $1.2 billion. It's insane, right? And then the volume is at $510 million, which is definitely higher than where my expectation was, where my expectation was around 300 million. This is above and beyond that expectation, looking at 500 million. And I hope that we don't see this absolutely skyrocket right now, because I think if we skyrocket before the 1.2% burn gets implemented, that's where you don't have as much of the volume flowing through there. People expect the volume and they stand still. They expect the volume to do something, and then you see more of the volume on the way down, which is a good thing, to tell you the truth. If we end up seeing all of this move beforehand and we see a retracement as soon as the 1.2% gets implemented, that's not a bad thing, right? Because they're selling at higher prices. They may say sell $1 million, and $1 million is better than them selling, $100,000. So we will take that any day of the week, seeing $1 million, and hopefully it can get up to a point to where we're seeing $1 billion or $2 billion in volume, and we can go from there. So let me know what you think about this. I'm happy to say that Terra Luna Classic is up by 24% today, up to 0.00018. And we're also, looking at a $1.2 billion market cap. So we definitely have room to grow, and we're pushing the level of, getting up to that, 2 billion or 1.5 to $2 billion dollar market cap, which would be great for the overall supply. Because then if you're looking at a 10 billion supply and you see a $2 billion market cap, that's a decent price, right? Even a $10 billion supply, $2 billion market cap is a 20-cent price. If you see a 1 billion market cap, well, then you're looking at a $2 price. So it's a good thing that we can see these levels above 1 billion. But anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one.